Brendan, thanks. As Israel marks 1 year since that deadly attack in the country's history, Jews around the world and here in Erie reflecting on the widening war and a shattered sense of security.
And this moment comes as they just ushered in the Jewish New Year and prepare for Yom Kippur, a time of reflection and atonement. Lisa Adams again sat down with the rabbi at Erie's Temple Anshe Hesed, as she has throughout the years, for his thoughts tonight. Lisa, good evening.
Good evening. Rabbi Rob Moray said it has been an incredibly hard year for Jews here and around the world. He has regular conversations with congregants on how to process the war on multiple fronts now, that spike in anti-Semitism and criticism of Israel. Most focus on the hostages and the right for all people to live in safety, security, and happiness.
Blowing the shofar marks the high holidays, the joy of a new year, and a time for reflection and repentance. This time, Rabbi Rob Moray says it marks the end of a painful year with a war unlike shorter conflicts in the past.
The scope of the attack on October 7th was radically different, and the mood and tenor in Israel has absolutely shifted and changed.
Moray believes much of the focus for Jews is still on getting the remaining hostages taken in those brutal October 7th attacks back home.
These are not the first hostages taken into Gaza. We've seen it several times before, but this was on a scale that was unprecedented and sort of tipped the scales.
Rabbi Moray knows there is wide criticism of Benjamin Netanyahu's military approach, even from Jews in Israel. But he struggles to understand why many blame Israel for the actions of Hamas, or why there isn't praise for the penetration of Hezbollah pagers that helped thwart a bigger attack.
This would have been a massacre of epic proportions. Now, thank God they have the right intelligence and the right, whatever, and the willingness to do something about it. And yet, the world still complains.
Yet Moray will lead his congregation to remember the resilience of the Jewish people as they come together for reflection.
I think it's a very helpful and healthy opportunity for the community to come together and to celebrate a new year and look forward to a better year.
Rabbi Moray told me he really tries to steer clear of politics, but he does want people to remember on this anniversary that it's not about last year, but a conflict that's gone on for generations. Live in the studio, Lisa Adams, Erie News Now.